Forgiveness and reconciliation are not synonyms. Let's first define what forgiveness means. The original word in the New Testament for forgiveness is aphesis, which means a release, a letting go, or a sending away. Or under the context of the culture of Israel, it was to pardon a debt. But as you can see, none of these definitions match with anything that reconciliation means. So, what does reconciliation mean? It means that both parties act to resolve the issue one of them or both caused. Like, for instance, let's use this example. Somebody came and punched you in the face. So, of course, since we know that forgiveness is mandatory, we forgive that person. But reconciliation doesn't happen until that person proves that they will no longer punch you in the face. Therefore, so what you do is to set a boundary between you and them. For instance, we got two examples in the Bible. One of them is in Genesis chapter 33, where Jacob meets with Esau, but in the end, despite that Esau forgave Jacob because Jacob betrayed him, they did not reconcile in the end. Another example is in Acts chapter 15, verses 37 through 38, where Paul is explaining to Barnabas that it isn't a good idea to take John Mark with them because John had proved himself to not be very mature in his ministry, and under a lot of pressure he showed unfaithfulness. So we can see that clearly Paul is setting a boundary between the two. In fact, in the next few verses we can see that both of them, that Paul and Barnabas separated because Paul understood that John Mark wasn't prepared to be in their company. So after this, to forgive means that you no longer bear any judgment to that person who hurt you, or I don't know, that did something to your family, or I don't know. But reconciliation is that person or you, it could also be you or us, understands that they did something wrong. And it is not just about regretting or repenting. It is also about to recognize their mistake and attempting to fix it. Afterwards, we or that person will require months or even years to finally regain trust.